because we're flying this as
jet speed 898, Roger.
an LPV approach with glide slope, what that means is when you hit that altitude, that's an immediate decision.
Okay.
Okay?
So if they're going to give us the extra 100 feet, we're going to take it and capitalize on that.
Exactly. So, do you remember the 3 things that you need to be able to descend below your minimums?
No.
Okay. There's 3 things. There's positive identification of the runway. There's meeting the required visibility, which is why I make sure that you brief that as part of your minimums as well. We need 5/8 of a mile. And there's normal maneuvers to land. Okay? Positive identification of the runway can be lights, pavement, or paint. You see any one of those 3, and you're good. Normal maneuvers to land, and the required visibility. So once we hit our altitude of 690 feet, you're going to take your foggles off real quick. Do I have those 3 things, yes or no? And if yes, then we could continue. If no, then we would go missed.
So it's identification of the runway.
So here's our turn.
Identification of the runway.
Yep.
Required minimums.
Required visibility minimums.
Right, 5/8.
Yep.
And what was the last one?
Normal maneuvers to land.
Gotcha. So if I can make a normal visual landing.
Right.
Meaning I can see it, but I'm not way off.
Yeah, if all of a sudden I catch sight of the airport and the runway's way over there, that's not a normal landing.
3 November, unable to continue practice as approaches after this approach. You can do a full stop with the tower, or if you have an unplanned missed approach, I'll also put you on holding, but I'm unable to continue practice approaches.
Okay, 7-3 November, we'll take a full stop then. Thanks for the heads up.
Cessna 7-3 November, Roger. And it's due a frequency equipment outage. That's the trade on at this time.
Repeat last for 7-3 November.
And Cessna 7-3 November, just giving you the reason why we're unable to continue approaches. It's due to an equipment and frequency outage at the Seattle trade on at this time.
Okay, thank you for the heads up. I'll pass that information on. 7-3 November.
What was it?
7-3 November, contact Tacoma Tower 118.5.
Contact tower, have a good day. 7-3 November. Okay, I'm switching over to tower.
Okay.
We are 4 miles, 4.5. You round up to the closest half mile. So right now we're 4.5 from Tedji. We're doing the RNAV 17, and this will be a full stop.
Okay.
Tacoma Tower, system 5073 November is 4 miles from Tedji on the RNAV 17, full stop.
Cessna 5073 November, Tacoma Tower, report 3 mile final.
Report 3 mile final, 7-3 November. Okay. So there's our LPV. So we're going down to LPV minimums, okay?
Okay.
Now.
Which would be 690 for us.
Right. Our minimums don't change. We're just adding in a 50-foot kind of...
Right.
What am I looking for? 50-foot slop in there. Right. So 2 miles before our final approach fix, we're going to start our descent, or before landing checklist.
November 7-3 November, verify full stop.
7-3 November, affirmative, full stop. We got a call from Seattle that they're having some kind of equipment issue and they're going to be unable to support approaches after this.
That's 7-3 November. Roger, thank you.
Is it about 3 miles?
2 miles? 2 miles, yep. Okay, so we've got, as soon as we make that turn onto final, this becomes your primary guidance, okay? We want to keep that needle centered. You remember the first approaches we did? I was showing you how that needle is basically an extension of centerline?
Right.
Exact same thing. We want to keep ourselves right on centerline.
So if it's left, I need to fly left.
Exactly.
Tacoma Tower, student solo pilot, Skyhawk 1676 Charlie, holding short of runway 17, ready for departure.
We're going to maintain 2000? Good. Okay, here's 2 miles. So before landing checklist,
Yep.
both mixtures full rich,
Yep.
carb heat's on, and seats and seatbelts?
Yep, yep.
Cool. And we're just going to maintain 2000. Now, on an approach with a glide slope, we start our descent when that needle is a half dot above our center marking.
Okay.
So that circle in the middle and that first line up, when that needle is in between those two, that's when we start our descent, okay?
183 X-ray, Tacoma Tower, ident, make straight in runway 17, report over, point defiant.
And I'm going to keep repeating all this stuff every time we go fly just to help it sink in.
Perfect.
123 X-ray.
If you remember half of the stuff I told you about today, I'll be happy.
Ground point 8.
Ground point 8, 6 Mike 2.
So I need to go a little bit more left.
76 Charlie.
Just a
southwest
little
on
bit.
departure is
Okay.
runway
There we
17,
The
go.
closer we get, the
Southwest
more
departure,
sensitive
runway
this is going to
17,
become.
take off
So it's
76.
really small corrections, okay?
And that glide slope is coming down nicely.
Yep, so right about there, pull your power back to about 1600, and do your first notch of flaps.
I see that.
Good. And now, this is 90% of your world. This is telling you vertical guidance and left and right guidance. You're just going to glance around at your airspeed and at your heading and stuff. But this is your primary source of telling you what you need to do to control the plane, okay?
Yep.
And when this gets to 4, go ahead and call them and say 7-3 November is 4 mile final.
There is 83 X-ray, your number 2 to follow
Good,
Cessna,
let's drift left just a
approaching
little
Gig
bit.
Harbor on final.
Number 2,
Just a little bit.
183 X-ray.
Give it a couple seconds to come in.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and call tower.
Tacoma Tower, Cessna 507, 3 November is on a 4 mile final.
Cessna 73 November, runway 17, clear to land.
Runway 17, clear to land, 507, 3 November.
Cool. We're a little bit high and just a little bit to the right. So no, pull a little bit of power out.
That's right,
Here's
it's
83
below us.
X-ray, traffic follows about
That
12
circle
knots,
is
3
us,
miles.
and the X of the needles is where we need to. Okay?
Gotcha.
Everybody thinks about it a little bit
There's
different, so we'll
83
try to
X-ray
feud
through
and see what sticks.
1,600 feet indicated.
And we're slowing up 83 X-ray. And traffic in sight for 83 X-ray.
Here's 83 X-ray, roger, follow that traffic.
We'll follow that traffic, number 2, 83 X-ray.
Good. Nice, slow, smooth corrections, okay? Can you feel how it's starting to get more sensitive as we get closer?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Here's 83 X-ray, number 2, runway 17, clear to land.
Clear to land 17, 83 X-ray. Number 2.
All corrections. Had to text my next student and let her know that Seattle can't support us doing approaches and tell her to stay home.
Okay, there we go. Boom, boom.
Yep. Okay, about 100 feet to go.
And tower, we can do a left 360 for spacing for 83 X-ray.
Okay, keep descending. Our glide slopes underneath us. Pull some power.
Cessna
Come
83
down and right.
X-ray, left 360 is through.
Okay, well, left 360 for us, here's 83
Okay,
X-ray.
you need to keep descending. We're high.
Okay.
Okay, go visual.
On visual, 700 feet. Okay, there we are. Wow.
Okay, lights, pavement, paint, normal maneuvers to land, and the required visibility.
Yep.
Okay, so go ahead and continue your approach. Flaps are at your discretion.
That was an interesting feeling. Pulling off the goggles and seeing it.
Yep. It's a lot closer than you think it's going to be, isn't it?
Yep.
The ILS would come out right about here.
Wow. That'll be fun.
Cat 1 and Cat 2, when you get to the commercials, they'll catch the runway right about here. Okay, pull just a little bit of power and start your round out and idle, and we're just going to skim right across the top of the runway, okay? A little flare, a little bit more, nice and okay, brakes. Start slowing us down. All right, do you know why that felt weird?
Because I didn't do my last notch of flaps.
Exactly.
5073 November, contact ground.
Contact ground, 5073 November.
Don't do anything else. We're just taxiing off. Once we come to a stop, then we can worry about the rest of the stuff. All right, you're good there?
Okay. Flaps up. Car beat off.
After landing checklist.
Somebody jacked up the good checklist. All right, radio set. Ponder.
Hit the VFR button. There you go.
Boom.
We can turn off the strobe light.
Tacoma ground, Cessna 5073 November is at Alpha 2 for taxi to PAPCO for parking.
That's 5073 November, Tacoma ground, taxi to parking, be a left turn on Alpha, then Bravo 3.
All right, taxi to be a left turn on Alpha and Bravo 3, 5073 November. That plane parked right in our way.
Yep. So we're going to take the parking spot right next to where that black truck is.
Okay. One coming in.
Well, so today's lesson was a little bit shorter than we planned on.
Hey, but you know what? I liked that. That felt great.
Good. I was throwing a little bit more in there than I normally do because I know you have a camera going and you can come back and watch this later at a slower pace to kind of pick everything back up. But like I said, if you remember half the stuff I talked about today, I'll be happy. I'm just going to keep throwing stuff at you and repeating it over and over as we do this until everything kind of starts to sink in.
Yeah, no, that felt really nice. I enjoyed that.
Good. Yeah, I don't think you're going to have a problem with instrument. This seems to make sense to you fairly easily.
I hate those ropes laying there.
Yeah.
I'm always afraid I'm going to suck one up.
I have not picked one up yet. Don't jinx me, I just haven't done it yet.
Okay, here we are. Shut down electrical equipment off.